Pascal and Ami Roge, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How complex is it to combine 2 pianos, 4 hands and 2 hearts?
Oh, it's not complex.
No, it's so natural for us. we love piano, we love music, we love each other. So it's all about love, as famous quote.
So how did you meet? Did you meet over a keyboard?
Oh, we did.
Almost,
yes.
yeah. We were in a festival in Spain, and I saw Ami, and I knew it was her. That's how love happens.
How did you all meet?
That's a long story. We met in Townsville Festival, Chamber Music Festival. I heard a piece, Matthew, played by Ami. It was an orchestral piece. That was my first encounter with Matthew's music, and I really fell in love with it. And later on I heard another piece, and I even liked it more. So one day I picked up the phone and I said, well, would you write a 2-piano concerto for us? Sorry, but I said for me because I wanted to give that my wife, future wife, as a wedding present.
Wow!
So that was the idea, and that's how it came out as a wedding march.
Matthew, when you were told, I want to commission you to write this, but it's a wedding present, what did you think?
Well, actually, it was I was enthused by it because I was thinking, well, what's something that binds the majority of humans on this planet together? It's getting married. And so I was really pleased to write something that's sort of universal in theme. My fiancée would say I'm a romantic at heart, even though I don't show it very often. And so I was very pleased to, express some romanticism, if you like. Even though it wasn't my wedding, it's the wedding of 2 wonderful friends and colleagues.
The fact that it's tied with our wedding, and the music expressed so much, I would say romanticism, but feelings and expression of love and enthusiasm and joie de vivre and all that. I think it's wonderful because every time I play it, I feel like
we're getting married all over again. Well, I wanted to say that we got married actually 3 times. Mm-hmm. First time was a really traditional Japanese wedding, very somber and with kimono, a traditional Shinto ceremony. And then we had a wedding cake party in France for his family. Then we went to Las Vegas to sign the papers. But none of those weddings had a wedding march. So this is the wedding march for us.
So this is in fact almost like a 4th wedding.
Yes, it is.
A wedding in Sydney by the harbour.
At the end of the second moon, I always feel like I'm getting married all over again.
Matthew, how do you approach 2 pianos, 4 hands, and in effect 1 heart, 2 hearts becoming 1? How do you combine all of that into a piece of music?
That's a really great question because I've never actually written a piano concerto for a single piano, and so I had to start writing for 2 pianos. But how I decided to do that was to actually use the 2 pianos in tandem. So a lot of the time they work together, or someone asks the question and the other one gives the answer. So all throughout the entire piece, it's all about like a game where they sort of circle each other and look at each other, and eventually they come together.
And what does it say about the international language of music to have a French and Japanese pianist, Australian composer, Russian conductor? What does it say about the value of music as an international language?
Well, it just shows exactly what music is all about. It's to mix different culture, different nationality, different background, and make it happen as a one expression of emotion and love. I think that's the magic of music. It can speak to anyone, and the music has an international language and can move everyone. And the fact that we have so many different cultures and nationalities together on stage, that is a wonderful example of what music can bring people together and make the world better. I think for me, I mean, what I heard from Matthew's music from the beginning, it's a new music. For me, it's a new world. I mean, I believe that for me, all European, to be in Australia, it's to be in a continent where everything is still open, possible, new, happening, and you don't have that heavy, sometimes a little too heavy background of Europe where you have those 300-400 years of culture behind you. And I think for composers being in that country must be sort of refreshing, that you start almost from scratch. And I like the idea of playing music from a new world, like also like the wines from the new world, even if I'm French, because I think it has this kind of spontaneity of new thing. It's happening. It's not anymore linked to a great history. It's just happening now. And I feel, as an interpreter, I think it's important to play the music of today in a young country.
So when you're playing this piece and your hands are sort of crossing over, how do you avoid getting all tangled up?
We have to work that out, especially on one piano for hands, because there are passages where our hands are like this, and we have to make sure that we don't collide. Or
how much rehearsal have you had to do to make sure there are no collisions?
We have to work it out.
Yeah, we've spent a few months on that piece, really. And you should never wear cufflinks, because then you can get stuck.
Now, you both have celebrated solo piano careers, and now when you are playing solo, do you feel as though something's missing?
Yeah, I do, actually, because I've done a solo career for many years before I met Ami, and it's all a new perspective that came with her, because suddenly you're not alone anymore, and suddenly you have four hands instead of two. I mean, it's not like having somebody playing with you, it's somebody playing the same way that you do. It's really like chamber music. I feel like a string quartet when they do, four people, one sound, and we have four hands, one sound, and one heart. So it's really beautiful to be able to express music with your beloved one. I mean, I think for me it's the most beautiful dream I could ever wish, and it happened.
Has Matthew captured your character and your relationship in this piece of music?
I think so. He did a very good job.
Yeah, because it's really about...
It sort of told a story about us, so it's very personal to us, the piece.
Yeah, it's really, as he said, it's a very positive music, and I think we are positive people, happy to be together, and happy to play together and to bring joy to audiences. And that concerto brings so much joy.
In this piece, I thought I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to write a piece which expresses love, which expresses joy, which expresses happiness. And I knew that the performance was going to be amazing.
And how much pressure are you under now from your fiancée to write another wedding march?
I don't know if I should answer that, but...
Come on, it's just between us.
I think I might have to write another one. I'm not really sure. Although I like this one. I like this wedding march. It's very much from the heart. And so I suppose I'll have to wait and see.
Thank you so much for your music. Thank you for your time and speaking with us.
Thank you.